Okay, things get really complicated in Mexico. Here's the power bill. And in Mexico, the power bill, it comes every 2 months. And my power bill went from like 300 pesos to 400 pesos every 2 months. And now it's at 2,000 pesos. It's up to 2,000 pesos. So, first thing is that there's multiple people that live in this compound, which like Philadelphia row house. So first I had to go and find out exactly what meter was mine. And what you're gonna see here is you're gonna say right here it's gonna be apocopated and it's gonna say NO Metrodor. Okay. Now the problem with this NO Metrodor is that it's kind of some good Portuguese and it's kind of some good Latin, but it's some terrible Spanish. See, MO Metrodor. Number is NU, número de metrodor. Okay, talvez is número de metrodor, but they have nom de metrodor. That can be nombre de metrodor, but that can't be número de metrodor. So if it was Portuguese, you could say, os número de metrodor. No existe un problema. But in Espanol, no. So finally, I go to ChatGPT. And I try to figure out from ChatGPT exactly how to read the bill. Okay, let me continue with these little sets. But ChatGPT can't figure out how to do little set, how to do the bill. It can't figure out how to read the bill. So it sends me to a human being, and the human being explains how to read the bill. So now I got reading the bill figured out. And I find out that this bill is my bill. So what I did is the state of California said that natural gas is dangerous. So that means that butane is dangerous also. So in Mexico, what happens is people put a butane tank outside the house. They run a cord. And I'm going to show you this. They run a cord, a line out to the butane tank when they drill a hole in the wall of the house. Then they have a butane stove, really like a Coleman camp stove. They have that in the house. And they are under the belief that nothing's going to explode and they're not going to be exposed to butane fumes as long as the tank and the stove are separate. Of course, nonsense. Because butane is lighted in air. It's going to follow that line. And it's going to follow the line because the line is laying on the ground. It's going to follow the line, and if it's going to explode, it's going to explode. So you're just going to be better off to put the tank outside. Now, I'm going to do another set, then I'm going to show you how the tank is outside. And here it is here. This is what I went and got to solve the problem of electricity. But unlike everyone else in the neighborhood, I put my tank and the stove outside, which is gonna be some more problems because if someone runs out of butane, they're gonna just tap into my tank. Okay, I know and understand that. Okay. Now, I'm not going too deep on these squats, but of course I never could. So I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm old. You just do the best you can. And what happens here, okay, you do the best you can with these squats and with working out. Just do the best you can. You don't have to have perfect technique, none of that sort of thing. Do the best you can. Now I'm about to run out of battery on this GoPro. So I'm going to show you this setup and then discontinue this. Okay, so to get over the electric bill, what I did was, it's okay. Here's a rice cooker. And what that rice cooker is going to do, and here's a hot plate that I was using. But the hot plate, it basically toasted my yogurt, because I make a lot of yogurt, so it toasted my yogurt, and caramelized it, changing the flavor, and burned a lot of electricity. I bought this microwave from Walmart. Then I bought this one from a Mexican repair guy. And I believe that this microwave burns a lot more electricity than this one. So I got to confirm that. And the bill isn't here for another 2 months. But basically I got to confirm it. Okay. So now let's go out here and look at this setup, so that you can see exactly what the solution is to the electric bill. So we come out here, and here it is. Come out here, and there's the tank. You can see it. There's the tank. And then here is the little cook stove, if you can see it. And that is basically, not that you can see it, that's the solution to the electric bill. Now, do I need to save money on the electric bill? Since it's really only about $45 US a month. So, do I really need to save and have it be $10 a month? No. But it's the principle of the thing. You can't have everybody else spending $15 a month, and then you're spending 2,000. They're spending 600 pesos maximum a month, and you're spending 2,000 pesos a month. Sooner or later, somebody is gonna want to know why. Why are you spending so much money